Om Sai Ram. My name is Ananta Sriram and welcome to today's eco-friendly clay Ganesha virtual workshop. In this workshop, all of you will be learning who Lord Ganesh is, why we pray to Lord Ganesha, what eco-friendly means, and of course, how to make a clay Ganesha idol. So what even is eco-friendly? Eco-friendly means environmentally friendly. Eco-friendly means earth-friendly or not harming the environment. For example, we've all heard of going green. When we go green, we reduce the amount of pollution and waste. But how can we even go green? By reducing, reusing, and recycling, we can all go green and become eco-friendly. So why is clay eco-friendly? Clay comes from the earth, making it an environmentally friendly use for this workshop. So who even is Lord Ganesha? Who knows who Lord Ganesha is? Does anyone know? Well, Lord Ganesha is the Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. He is married to Siddhi and Riddhi, and his vehicle is a mouse. And that's what you see here. So Lord Ganesha has several different names, and some of them are on the screen here. He has many names: Sumukha, Vinayaka, Lambodara, Ekadanta, and Vigneshwara. He's called Sumukha as he has an attractive face. As seen, he is married to 2 wives who must have liked him due to his face. He is called Vinayaka as he is the eternal leader. Many of the gods and goddesses have followed him, and they have come to see his wedding here, as you see here. And he is Lambodara as he has a big stomach, and he's also Ekadanta as he has 1 tusk, and he's also called Vigneshwara as he removes the obstacles of his devotees. And here is one of the famous slokas chanted to Lord Ganesha. So I will say it right now. It is Vakratunda Mahakaya, Vakratunda Mahakaya, Suryakoti Samaprabha, Suryakoti Samaprabha, Nirviknam Kuru Me Deva, Nirviknam Kuru Me Deva, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Now I'll say it together. Vakratunda Mahakaya, Suryakoti Samaprabha, Nirviknam Kuru Me Deva, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. So by reciting this sloka, you have asked Lord Ganesha, with a curved trunk, large body, and the brilliance of 1,000,000 suns, to be free of obstacles always. And so, why do we celebrate Ganesha Chaturthi? Ganesha Chaturthi celebrates the rebirth of Lord Ganesha. So I will be talking or telling you the story right now. Long, long ago, Goddess Parvati created Lord Ganesha from sandalwood, as she wanted Ganesha to guard the entrance while she was taking a bath. Lord Shiva was refused an entry, and this caused Lord Shiva to be angry at Ganesha. Therefore, he cut the head of Ganesha. To console Goddess Parvati, Lord Ganesha was given rebirth with the head of an elephant. On Ganesha Chaturthi, many Hindus perform prayers to a clay Ganesha. To mark the end of the festival, they immerse the idol in the water. This year, Ganesha Chaturthi falls on Saturday, August 22nd, and this is when we will all be doing a puja for the clay Ganesha idols we will be creating today. So it's quiz time. So the first question that I have for you guys is, who are Lord Ganesha's parents? I'll give you some time to think about it. Okay, so Lord Ganesha's parents are Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. I hope you got this right. Second question is, what are two names of Lord Ganesha? I know I talked about several names, so try to see if you can exercise your memory and try to get at least two names if possible. Okay, so the names that I mentioned, and of course there are more, are Sumukha, Vinayaka, Lambodara, Ekadanta, and Vigneshwara. Okay, so third question. When is Ganesha Chaturthi this year? August 22nd, Saturday. I hope you got all of these right, guys, and great job. I'm sure that you've answered these questions correctly. So now let's learn how to make a clay Ganesha idol. So first you need to get all of your parts ready to make this clay Ganesha idol. So here you have the base where you're going to put the clay Ganesha idol on, and then you have the feet. So for making the feet, you just need to take a small piece of clay, roll it on a ball, and then kind of structure the feet that way. And then you have the legs, and so you take a bigger sized ball and then just roll it till you get this size, and then flatten each end of it. And then here you have the stomach, which is a bigger sized ball, and then the upper body, which is a bit smaller, and then the head, which is about the same size, probably a little bigger, in sort of an oval shape. And then here you have the arms, so the same thing for the feet you do, or for the legs you do for the arms. And then you have the hands, so these are smaller, and these are kind of like the feet, but they're a bit smaller. And then you have the ears here, which are flattened pieces of clay. And then here you have the crown. You can basically make whatever type of crown you want. This kind of looks like a Hershey Kisses, but you can make any type of crown you want to. And then this is kind of like the extra clay here. And then this is the trunk, and so you take a smaller piece of clay and then roll it, kind of like how you do for the arms, but then you make the top a little bigger and then the bottom a little smaller. So make sure you assemble all of these, or keep these ready before you assemble them on the clay Ganesha idol. So start with placing the ball for the stomach on the upper portion of the base. Make sure that the ball sticks to the base because you don't want Ganesha to fall. And then place the legs against the stomach that you just assembled. Make sure that the legs stick properly to the base and the stomach using your hands. And of course you can use water if needed to stick the pieces together. And then do the same with the second leg here. Now you can cut a small portion of the clay at the bottom of one leg, as you see here, and then you can place the feet, both the feet, and connect them to the cut part of the leg. You can use your hand or a toothpick or some tool to connect the feet and the leg. Now you can attach the upper body ball onto the stomach ball. You can also use extra clay on the back to connect the pieces together. Now we have to attach the arms onto the upper body ball. Always use water if needed because you don't want the pieces of the idol to be falling apart. Now we have to make the palms of Lord Ganesha. So the left palm should be facing up, and we will put some sweets on it later. And the right palm should be the blessing hand. And so you can use your fingers or any tool like a toothpick to make these structures. Now we have to put on the head of Lord Ganesha. So remember, you have all of that extra clay, so you can use some of that clay to join the head to the upper body and make a straight back for Lord Ganesha. Now we can assemble the trunk of Lord Ganesha, so you can attach that using water with the middle part of the head, and you can also curve the end of the trunk if you would like to. Now you can attach the ears of Lord Ganesha, so remember to attach them from the back side rather than the front side, and so you can always use that extra clay to attach the ears with the back of the head, and you can always use water if needed. So now comes the fun part. You can attach the crown to the head of Lord Ganesha, and then to add embroidery you can just take a thin piece of clay and put it around the crown if you want to. To make the eyes, you can either make indents with your toothpick, or you can always use black peppercorn that you have at your house and make the eyes. So now is the time to get your creative juices flowing. So if you chose to make indents for the eyes using your toothpick, you can add structures on the eyes like the eyebrow, and you can also add marks on the trunk and make a bottu of your liking on the forehead of Lord Ganesha. You can add some modak on the left palm of Lord Ganesha, and you can also add a garland for Lord Ganesha, and you can customize it to your liking, of course, because all of this is creativity. You can also add some ornaments in other places like the hands and the legs, like you see right here. And of course you can decorate your crown like this. And so this is our final Ganesha and our Mushika. And that's it, guys. That concludes our virtual workshop. Thank you for watching, and happy Ganesha Chaturthi!